So I'm making a video about the Unfuck America tour fallout, and I've been
in this unbelievable power.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in a cult, but I mean, I'm not gonna get, all butthurt over, everything that's going on or whatever.
Not gonna get all butthurt, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one of those where I'm like losing my mind over, like this, like I was fine, Trump's in office, I'm fine. I voted for Trump, but
But I know. So you don't mind that we have a president that's firing, I don't know, tens of thousands of federal workers, going against what the Supreme Court orders are telling him to do. You don't mind a president.
See, I don't that one. Okay, I don't think that he is going against the Supreme Court.
9-0 ruling.
So the 9-0 ruling, it came out of an appeal from Judge Zenas' court, Maryland. And the ruling was that they must facilitate the return of Abrego Garcia, and then they remanded it back to Judge Zenas' court to basically explain what that means. And so it's back. So now it's back before Judge. It's still currently being litigated.
It wasn't just facilitate. It was expedite, I think, or some other term they used to. That's what they asked us to
effectuate.
Effectuate. That's the term. That's correct.
Yeah.
Effectuate. That was that. Actually agreed with the facilitate. They agreed that the federal government needed to facilitate.
Right.
The first step in facilitating would be.
Well, that's the question before the court right now.
No, I don't think it's a question. No, I don't think it's a question. It went through Zenas' court, went back up to the appeals court. The appeals court, I'm not sure if it went back down from there, but
it went to the Supreme
Court. They did say that you have to do something other than just making it available for him to return. You have to actually be proactive in the measures that you're taking. Be proactive in the measures that you're taking to facilitate. The Supreme Court said you must facilitate.
Right.
Send it back down. Facilitate.
Right.
Send it back down to the lower court for some evidence as to what they were doing on a regular basis to try and get Garcia back, as well as that they sent down there. So this isn't just about one man; it's about a whole bunch of people that were sent down there.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And so, but the Supreme Court. So
the Supreme Court said they had to facilitate.
Right, and then they sent it back,
and the lower court said you have to do something proactive, meaning that they at least have to ask for him to be returned.
Right.
They've not done that yet.
And that's still being litigated, whether they have the right to do, whether the judge.
No, it's not being litigated. He has to at least ask to have him returned.
It is still ongoing litigation right now. And listen,
because the lower court defined it as something proactive.
The lower court did, right? The Supreme Court didn't.
Well, the Supreme Court sent it back to the lower court to define it, and the lower court defined it.
Right. So I agree. I understand that's what what Zenas says.
So we now have a president that is defying a court order from the Supreme Court of the United States of America.
No.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening right now.
No. That's not what happened.
You are crazy if you think anything else is happening right now.
And by the way, this is not just my opinion. This is an opinion of someone who I highly respect on MSNBC.
I don't care about somebody else's opinion. I'm talking to you.
Oh shit, my dogs are barking. So anyway, the Trump has not defied the Supreme Court.
But he has.
Then why hasn't he been held? Why haven't
the
why
appeals
hasn't
court and the lower court have both, the appeals court and the district court have both said that he is defying a court order, and they were supposed to be providing evidence of what they were doing on a I think it's an every other day basis, and they haven't been. Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
This is crazy.
I'm sorry, you're wrong. Show me where the Supreme Court said that.
All right, so let's say I'm right, as I am. What do you expect to happen to the president for defying a Supreme Court order?
What? Okay, say that again. Sorry, my dog's barking in the background, my backyard.
I said, if I'm right, as I am, what do you expect to happen to the president for defying a Supreme Court order?
I mean, that would be terrible. I would be 100% against that.
And what should we do?
Just like, yeah, I mean, if Trump openly defied the Supreme Court, yeah, I would say, I mean, in my opinion, that would be definitely grounds to start impeachment proceedings for sure.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah, but that's not what's going on.
Yeah, because we have this partisan hackery of Congress right now.
No. I'm saying that Trump has not defied the Supreme Court,
but he has.
I mean, he hasn't.
You're incorrect.
Okay, I mean, you've already said they remanded it back. The Supreme Court did not define what facilitate means, correct?
The Supreme Court does not have to. They sent it back down to the lower court to define it.
All right, so the
lower court defined it.
Okay, but the Supreme Court, and what did they say? They said define it.
They said it has to be a proactive measure.
The Supreme Court didn't say that.
The lower court, because it's how many times do we have to go through this?
Supreme Court.
How many times? No. The Supreme Court sent it to the lower court to define it. I'm not going to tell you this again.
Okay.
The lower court has defined it as something proactive now. And they issued orders as to what the executive branch was to do while processing this particular demand made by the courts. And they're not doing that either.
Okay. So did the Supreme Court define what facilitate means?
I am not answering that question again.
Just yes or no?
I have already answered it at least 10 times.
All right. So you said that no, they did not define what facilitate means. They remanded it back to the district court. Right?
Again, Trump has not
defied the Supreme Court.
He has.
Not.
He has.
He has not.
Well, I expect that you will be a full-on Democrat. You'll be running down to your local driver's license office to change your registration as soon as Donald Trump is impeached by the Democratic Congress during the midterms, right?
I mean, what are they impeaching him for?
For defying the Supreme Court, for going against the Constitution, for breaking the Constitution.
He hasn't.
I expect you to go ahead and change your registration at that point. Is that going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't. If he defies the Supreme Court, then I don't know if I'll change my registration, but I'll definitely support impeachment.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean,
it's funny because you knew a lot about the case for saying earlier in the conversation that you just weren't paying attention because none of this stuff affects your life.
No, I said I don't get upset about it. I said I don't get butthurt. I never said I don't pay attention to it.
You're right. You're right.
Christopher, that's a great question. What does facilitate mean? And that's what is the question. That's what's being argued right now.
God, I'm not going through this shit again.
That's the ongoing legal question right now.
And it's not an ongoing legal question. It has been defined.
There's been no final ruling on that in Judge Zenas' court.
I'm not sure.
It's still ongoing litigation right now.
You are incorrect.
Is the litigation ongoing?
Litigation is always ongoing until the Supreme Court rules on something.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. We agree on that.
Donald Trump is
so what's the next topic?
Right now as we speak.
What's the next topic? I disagree. Ari Melber of MSNBC actually made a video on TikTok like 3 days ago saying, just want to let you guys know, no, Trump is not openly defying the Supreme Court right now. And he went on to explain the whole procedure.
It's crazy how much you guys watch like MSNBC and CNN.
I mean, I didn't watch it.
I bet you watch The View too, don't you?
It was on TikTok. I just told you it was a TikTok video.
Yeah. I bet you watch.
I said Ari Melber of MSNBC.
I bet you watch
made a video
on
TikTok.
Do you watch The View too?
No, I don't. But I see clips of it on TikTok and X.
That's X. Where do you? Is that all you? Is that where you get your news? TikTok and X?
Well, I mean, no, it's not where I get my news. But I mean, I see clips that are posted on those two platforms.
So that's the only place you get news from.
Did I say that? I didn't say that. You said that.
I'm asking you.
You said that, and I said no, no.
Can you hear me? Am I coming through?
Can you hear me?
Do you have speakers going?
Can you hear me?
I can hear every goddamn thing you're saying. You seem to miss everything I say.
Well, you're putting words in my mouth, and you're making assumptions about me, and then I told you no, that's not where.
No, I asked you a question.
No, first you made a statement. All right, so what's the next topic?
Crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I can have a conversation with you since you can't seem to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth.
I understand everything you said.
Honestly, I don't care. You can talk about whatever you want. I'm probably going to disagree with everything that you have to say. So whatever.
Probably. Maybe we can just agree on our appreciation for the Doors. My favorite song by the Doors is "The End." Have you heard that one?
Sure.
This is the end, my only friend. The end. Yeah, I love it.
I don't really talk about music though.
Oh, okay.
Political life.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm going to assume that you're Gen X though, huh?
Yeah, I am. How about you?
Yeah.
What
73.
state? What 70? Okay, you're older than me. I'm 79. What state do you live in, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, okay. My sister lives in Colorado Springs. I'm in Utah, so I'm next door to you.
Bunch of conservatives, Utah and Colorado Springs.
Yeah,
Conservatives fucking everywhere.
That's like
crazy conservatives too.
That's like the one like conservative stronghold, right, in Colorado. That's where Bobart is, right? I think.
No, Bobert's in.
Are you sure?
So it's the 4th congressional district. It's basically the whole eastern side of Colorado.
I'm pretty sure that Colorado Springs is Bobart.
I am in Bobert's district.
Look that up, because I
am in Bobert's district.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Colorado Springs is Bobart. Yeah, Don, I'm not in Salt Lake City. I'm just south of there in a town called Lehigh.
Why are you talking to my gulag?
Huh?
Why are you talking to my gulag?
The gulag?
Yes.
Someone said Salt Lake City's really nice. Won't lie.
Yeah. Why are you talking to my gulag?
Well, I don't know. I didn't know that I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, they're down in the gulag for a reason.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, but will you look that up, or let me look that, just because I really am curious, because my sister.
Go ahead, look it up. I don't care.
All right. Hold on.
It makes no difference to me. I don't really care one way or another. What I do care about is that you voted for Donald Trump, and
because she switched
what he's doing doesn't bother you at all. Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
I was in the district when she switched. Our last representative was Ken Buck. I met Ken Buck in the early 2000s. Hated him at the time, and now wish to God we had him back.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Bobert's definitely. I mean, I'm not a big fan of her. She seems very performative, but
she's dumb as a fucking rock.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say she's dumb as a rock, but
she is absolutely dumb as a rock.
Like what? Like if you had to guess what her IQ is, what would you say it is?
70s.
Oh, and see, now you're not even.
I'm surprised you can find her front door in the morning.
You're not even arguing. You're not even
find her front door in the morning.
You're not even arguing.
6. I don't know.
Come on. Now, if you would have said
that woman is so fucking stupid. If
you
stupid shit. What are you?
I don't know. I'm just trying to gauge like how. I'm just trying to gauge like how extreme you take your arguments. Like I don't think that you truly believe that her IQ is. You truly believe that her IQ is in the 70s.
Did you hear what I?
What does that mean?
Are you serious?
Yeah, like what? Well, I mean, everybody. It's different to a lot of people, you know.
Okay, can you tell me what a capitalist is?
Well, I'm asking you. Like, I just want you to know what your position is. A lot of people say that they're Marxists and they're communists, but they're not
You
actually.
just asked me what a Marxist was, and now you
Yeah,
are
to you.
telling me what a lot of people say about Marxism.
Yeah, to you. Like, what are your beliefs?
I just told you I'm a Marxist.
Yeah, and I said, what does that mean?
Have you ever read anything by Karl Marx?
No, I haven't. Okay. Should I?
Well, then it's not going to matter what I tell you right now.
No, teach me. I want to know.
No, I'm not a fucking professor. I'm sick and tired of repeating things to you.
You're not repeating things to me.
I am, over and over again. And if I try and explain Marxism to you, we're going to be here for fucking 3 weeks before you understand what the first chapter is.
Well, don't you want to, like, win people over to being Marxist like you?
Not you.
Why?
Because you don't fucking listen.
I'm listening. I've listened to everything.
No, you're not.
Yes, I have. I have. Hey, can I ask you, did you see that clip of the Optimus robot that Tesla unveiled just like a couple days ago in Saudi Arabia?
No.
You didn't see that?
I don't watch TikTok. I am not on X. I don't do any of that.
Well, I saw it on YouTube, a clip of it on YouTube. Do you ever go to YouTube?
I have a couple specific creators I watch on YouTube. You might actually be able to even guess who they are.
No, I don't know. I have no guess.
You don't know any political creators on YouTube?
Not that you would watch. But anyway, you need to check out this video. So they unveiled, and this is related to you being.
I have no interest in what Elon Musk is doing.
No, this has to do with communism.
What? Fucking, you don't even know what communism is.
Yes, I do. But listen, they unveiled a robot, okay, that when you see this, it'll blow you away, okay? And
I seriously doubt it. The last time they did that, they had people standing in costumes.
Yeah, because it was like
drinks for people.
Yeah, it was like mimicking the movements of the operator. But this is different now. Now it's become like a lot more autonomous. But
yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, the plan is
they've got self-driving cars too, right? And self-driving semi trucks. Yeah, they've got all those already too.
I have a Tesla, and it is self-driving.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Have you not been in a Tesla?
Yes, that's it.
You really have? You've never experienced full self-driving?
They're piece of shit cars. You know what Teslas remind me of? They actually remind
I understand.
me of
okay,
Saturn.
I understand you don't like.
They
Tesla,
actually remind me. Wait, hold on.
But don't tell me they're not self-driving.
You would know the reference here. They actually remind me of old Saturns. That's what a Tesla reminds me.
You know what? That's actually a good comparison as far as the body style. Yeah.
Well, not even just the body style. The fact that everything inside was so fucking cheap and started falling apart right away when you bought it. But they were fast cars and they looked like nice cars, but everything started falling apart as soon as you bought them.
Saturns? I don't remember Saturns being fast.
They were fast.
Were they fast?
Comparatively speaking to most of the other cars that were being made at the time.
Well, I really do challenge you to find someone that has a Tesla and have them show you the full self-driving feature because it'll blow you away. I understand.
I would rather not. I'm an old man and I kind of want to live as long as I possibly can.
I'm telling you, it's pretty impressive. But anyway, this is the point. So. Listen, let me just.
No, I don't care about Elon's robots, dude.
It has to do with communism. And I want to have a discussion.
No, it doesn't. It has to do with some dipshit making some fucking
toy
it does. That's not going to work ever anyway. Because
this is his goal. And look, you're going to disagree with it and you're going to say it probably won't happen. I understand. But he talked about this. He said that the goal is they want to manufacture billions of these Optimus robots, integrate them with AI, and then basically they're going to replace manual labor, like all labor. And then everyone will be supplemented with what he called a universal high and goods, the cost of goods will be so cheap that everyone will be guaranteed, a certain amount. And so anyway, that plays into communism. I would think about like a communist society.
I have no idea what you just said, but what I want to happen right now is I want this 18-year-old kid to school your ass because you're driving me crazy. Go ahead, cringy.
I'm teleporting. I'll be.
Oh, you're such an asshole. Go
2
away
minutes.
then. What a jerk.
This is why you can't count on the kids.
All right. Well, hey. Anyway, I'm
Damn
gonna hop
kids.
down Mojo Rising, but I challenge you to go check.
You're
the
leaving?
robots. Yeah. You got.
How am I
on
supposed
the
to
panel.
teach you about Marxism now?
You said you didn't want to.
I don't, but how am I supposed to if you
Okay,
leave?
so there you go. There you go. All right, man. But check out that video. I'm telling you, and this could bring about a communist society.
Yet that's not going to happen, and communism doesn't come about because there's a fucking robot.
It could.
It doesn't. That's not where communism comes from.
It could.
No.
I'm just saying. Look into
Go
it.
read the Communist Manifesto and
All
then
right.
come back and talk to me.
And I will, if you will go ride in a Tesla and check
I
out
have
full
ridden in a
self-driving.
Tesla. I
With
have
full
driven a
self-driving?
Tesla.
With full self-driving?
No, I'm not doing
All
that
right.
stupid
I'll
shit.
read the Communist Manifesto if you do that. Okay? All right, man. Take care again. It's good talking with you, Mojo.
Yeah, whatever. Go away, fucker.
Hey, why are you being so mean?
I don't know, because
I haven't been mean to you.
You're Gen X. Fucking, you got thick skin. Shut up.
True that. All right, take care, man.